Hello guys, it's Caillou148. We're back again with another lovely video on Warframe. And I think I would just give a highlight on the Amprex. It's an electric gun that fires electricity that also chains to about 3 other enemies. Or was it 2? I think it was about 3 enemies. I think it chains to. After you shoot one enemy, it chains to 3 other enemies. So, the reason I decided to do this highlight is because I've been thinking that one of the biggest problems that most of us face is upgrading mods. Like, for the simple fact that when you upgrade a mod, you probably have the same mod and a different weapon, or the same goes for a Warframe, probably having a different Warframe. So you're stuck having the problem of deciding if you can upgrade it, if you're going to upgrade it, and then it will affect your other Warframe because it might be too high of a level for your other Warframe or your other weapon to work. So I came to the conclusion that maybe I just gotta build a main weapon that I would just use. And I was watching some videos and I was just messing around and I found out about the Amprex and I said I'm gonna just check the Amprex out. So the Amprex was chosen to be one of the top weapons to do high level missions and high level missions like survival, defenses and stuff. But I thought I would make this video around ODD, but it was kind of a bad choice for the simple fact that the enemies are using toxic and all that other stuff, so they can just pick me off real easily. And they have the little bugs flying around you that do damage to your health, which was kind of bad. I should have did a survival. That would have been more of a meter, or should I say this? A way to test how good the gun is, or how well built it is. So far, there's only 2 problems with the gun. It has a bit of a reload time, but that's not bad at all. I think it's okay. You could change that with mods. The 2 main problems I find with this weapon is the range and the ammo consumption, which is a big deal depending on the raid. For me now, I always build ammo restores, so that's not much of a problem for me. But for most people who don't have the ammo restore, they will need rifle ammo mutation or rifle scavenge. I think it's rifle scavenger or both, because it consumes a lot of ammo. Yeah, ammo, because of the high fire rate. But what I love about the Amprex is the amount of crits it has. It constantly crits. It's always critting. It's like the Soma in that manner. But the thing about the Soma is that the Soma also runs out of ammo, but it doesn't crit high enough for you to go through high level raids and shooting one enemy at a time, and those heavy gunners take so much bullets to kill can be real bothersome, so you run out of ammo real quickly. So I try to avoid using the Soma that much anymore. I stick to Boltor, but seeing that I love those 2 weapons and I can't choose which one of them to level up or max out with the most formas, so I'm gonna just pick another gun and make that one a better weapon than those 2, since it has so much of a high crit rate, fire rate, and everything that have ammo restores to make up for all that. So I decided to use the Amprex. But with the Amprex now, what I did to make it the best, that I formatted 2 times. I formatted 2 times and tried to build a build for Infested. So I have about 3 different builds. I have one for Infested, and I think one for either Corpus or Grineer, and I have one for Grineer and Corpus together for when they're doing survival missions or void missions, period. We gotta worry about those high level monsters. So what I really love about this is a really cool fact that it has yellow numbers and red numbers. I'm not really sure how the red numbers work. I think it's when you have too much of a crit. I'm not sure. I'm not going to put anything on the table that I know nothing about, but I would have to seriously look into it, what the red numbers mean. But I think it's pretty cool that they have the Amprex got red numbers as well. And sometimes my red numbers goes up to like 30,000, 40,000. I think at one point it went up to 90,000, if I'm correct. But don't take my word for it. You could try it out for yourself, format some more, because I am planning to get some more formers, and I think I might just format it 6 times to get the best out of it, the absolute best out of it. Because on the mods I have on it, I wasn't able to max it out because it comes with no polarity slots at all. And I died. Well, But the only thing bad about this whole video now is that I wasn't able to record my voice in it. So now I gotta do a voiceover, so I can't give you my full reactions during the gameplay. Alright, what else do we cover? So you definitely need to have either a full ammo restore blueprint, either or ammo mutation and rifle scavenger. You definitely need those. But the Amprex is mostly a crit weapon with a speed. It already comes with a speed build. So if you have a build that slows down the fire rate but increases the crit chance or the crit damage, that'd be cool as well. Because right now I think my crit chance is at 125%. So just about all the bullets come out is a crit, as you can see. Well, I think it's a great thing that I brought my Novas, so I could just prime them and just use this as a chain attack on all of them. Which wasn't a really good idea to test the damage of, because I wanted to test the raw damage of the weapon, but I ended up using my Nova. But as you can see, these enemies are level 39, and they're dying fairly fast. They're dying very fast, even though I'm using my molecular prime. Just think about it. If you're using a regular rifle that uses bullets or projectiles, I think bullets would be the best term. Using bullets, think about how much bullets you'll be wasting just to take out one enemy to cause a chain reaction for all the enemies to explode at level 39 enemies. Now think of the Amprex firing one beam of electricity that chains to all the enemies in one area and destroys all of them. I think if the enemy you shoot takes 100% damage, and I think the other 3 enemies take 50% damage each from the chain damage. But yeah, I think that's how it works. So I think the Amprex is definitely one of the best weapons if you take enough time to former it. I always have a bad time pronouncing it. I think if you take the time to format it and put the right polarity slots on it, I think it could absolutely be the best gun in the game. But that is my personal choice. So if you guys think there's another great gun, the what's this thing called? This secondary I have, the Angstrom, is a very dangerous weapon to use. But I think it's the best gun to use infesteds. As you can see, I've been cycling between, because the Amprex has such a low range, I got cycled between that, the Amprex, and the Angstrom to take off those annoying enemies from far, because I don't want to come down into the middle of all this infested garbage. But I think I might do a gameplay with my Loki in probably a high level void survival, just to test out how good the Angstrom is, not the Angstrom, the Amprex is against high level Grenier and Corpus. Yeah, those 2 factions, and the Ancients, which is kind of infested, I should say. But it don't matter. But I think the Amprex is one of the guns I think everybody should at least take a look or do a little research about, because I think it's worth it to build. But to build it is very expensive to build. Very expensive. You get it out the energy section of your dojo, the corpus section of your dojo. I think it was the energy room. I think it was not the energy room. I think it was the energy room, but you would you get it out of there. And the blueprint costs 50k, as in 50,000. 50,000. You will need 8 Feldrons, which you could do invasion missions and take side with the corpus to get a lot of Feldrons easily, which is one of the best ways. But as you can see, the health of the thing is going down, so I'm gonna just stop right here and then come back when the health of the thing gets refilled. Alright, so we're back and finally waited till the thing got filled up. Where was I? Okay, yeah. 50k to buy the blueprint at the dojo. 8 Feldrons, which is very annoying. Very annoying. Which is what, 4 days worth of building if you choose to build instead of doing um invasions. There's a lot of invasion missions on Sedna, I think. If you unlock set all of Sedna, you could do a lot of invasion survivals and all that other stuff, big size to get Feldrins. And Amploon, which has nothing to do with this video, but yeah, a lot of Feldrins. I think it takes about another 30k to build it after you collect all the resources, and I think you need two or three organ crystals. And yeah, those are the most expensive the expensive parts of it. Then where the problem really comes in is the formas. I have over 38 blueprints of the formas, and even I'm having problems building it because it takes 24 hours to finish building, and then the whole waiting process. But if you're somebody who has a lot of platinum that can just buy formas, that's great. You could do rep farming and rank up your weapon, level your weapon up, or experience farming to level your weapon up as fast as possible. A foreman mines about 2 times in one day. So, yeah. And this was me leaving at, what, wave 20? I think it was wave 20. It was a bit rough. I would have stayed longer, but I only had one more revive, and the whole problem was just that I don't want to go through all that to go to 25 or 30. Because they're using toxic and all that other stuff that floats around and just kills you from a distance, which is really annoying, and I don't want to risk anything. But I'm thinking about doing another high level mission with the Amphrex in the future. But I do recommend it because it's very good weapon. It's a very good weapon. You could even try the snaps, but it snaps. No, the Amphrex is a little bit better than the snaps, but it's personal preference. If you rather the snaps over the Amphrex, they're both similar weapons. So, any side you go with Amphrex or snaps, you're still gonna get the benefit out of it. But I definitely think looking into the Amphrex is worth it, and the investment is one of the best things you could do to invest in the Amphrex. So remember to like and subscribe. This is Kai148. And I'm about to show you before I leave and I say I'm out. I'm gonna show you my build for this build for the Amphrex, for the infested build. Probably another time I'm doing survival, I'll show you a build for survival. Alright. Now let's skip over this. Give me a second. So here we are with our build. It's 2 formas. Just pause the video so you don't miss anything.